Hi everyone, welcome. Happy new moon. Happy Cancer season for all you Cancers out there. My moon sign is in Cancer, so definitely enjoying this time, this new moon in Cancer. I feel almost like it's my season. How are you all doing tonight? We'll give another minute for let more people hop on before we get started. But in the meantime, go ahead and share how you're doing, how you're feeling. Maybe a few words describing like where you're at, what you're feeling, and then at the very end of the meditation, I'll ask the question again. Maybe um, there'll be a change or a difference in how you're feeling. But if you're already feeling calm, you're feeling peaceful, you're feeling great, then let's set an intention for more of that, an abundance and a deepening of that feeling. For those that would like a visual going into this meditation, we had something to carry with them going into the meditation. We had a artist named Leah from Croatia, and we had her put together a piece inspired by Cancer, the Cancer archetype. We asked her to create something for Moon Omens, something we could share with the Moon Omens community. I just posted it on Instagram. However, I thought I would share it with you all. Maybe it's something you can carry with you going into the meditation. If you're having trouble reading the cursive, it says, "My past prepared me to be blessed." My past prepared me to be blessed. Okay, let's go ahead and do a sound check. If you need the music to be a little bit louder, just type louder or quieter. If the music is perfect in ratio with the sound of my voice, go ahead and type perfect. Okay, a lot of perfects already. That's a good sign. Okay, we are going to begin this meditation. I'm going to read a paragraph out of the article that Lucrezia on the Moon Omens team wrote for this new moon. I thought this would be nice to really set the intention and the tone going into this meditation. Before I do, let's go ahead and take 3 deep breaths. I won't guide them. I will encourage you to go at your own pace, as we all have different rhythms with our breathing rhythm. So on your own, go ahead and take 3 deep inhales followed by slow exhales. And when you exhale, take in as deep of an inhale as you can and then hold at the top just for a moment before you release. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. After your third exhale, let your breath fall into a natural breathing rhythm. New moons mark new beginnings and open new chapters. The moon is still invisible from our perspective, but from now on she will begin growing again, receiving more and more sunlight each night. When the moon is dark, the invitation is to turn inwards and spend some time reflecting on what seeds we desire to plant and what intentions we desire to set for the upcoming lunar cycle. As the moon begins growing, our seeds will sprout to fully bloom and blossom at the time of the full moon. As we dig deeper into this meditation, I invite you to dig deep with your intention, considering the circumstances you find yourself in, the situations that are alive in your life right now. What seeds do you want to plant? What is important for you to manifest? What feelings do you feel as if you want to cultivate the most during this time? Maybe you're experiencing a storm and you want to embody calmness and peace and trust and faith. What are these feelings? What is this intention that you want to set during this time? The moon is home. in the sign of Cancer. This is water energy. And the change that we are experiencing will feel like waves of change. Waves don't always come in the most peaceful fashion. Sometimes they come crashing down on us. They crash overboard on our ships, symbolizing our lives. They shake things up, cause us to question if we will make it. They'll cause us to question if we made the right decision to get us to where we are, if we're doomed. But know that these are waves of change. They're not waves of misery. They're not waves of punishment. We are experiencing waves of change. Everything that we are experiencing, whatever it is, even if it comes in the form of a challenge, its presence is rooted in purpose. And we are becoming stronger, wiser, more mature, more evolved, more alive because of it, more grateful. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Reach the calmness that is within you. And with your exhale, invite that calmness up to the forefront of your awareness. So this calmness can be the filter that you can see and feel through. So you may witness your reality through the lens of calmness. For calmness will quiet the storm. And give you the clarity you need to navigate the path ahead. Begin to bring your conscious awareness back to your breathing rhythm and feel your inhale into your nose and fill your lungs and feel as your body releases and retracts and the breath leaves your lips. Continue this for the next few minutes. Make sure your inhales are nice and gentle. These aren't deep breaths. This is a smooth rhythm of inwards and outwards. You can imagine the tide just rolling into the shore and the undertow bringing the wave back out into the ocean with your inhales and your exhales. Together, a nice deep inhale through your nose. Hold and release. Feel your fingertips. Wiggle them around, and same with your toes. Rotate your head slowly in a circle around your shoulder blades, or around your shoulders, I mean. To your chin, circling around, touching your chest, over your shoulder, and your back. In a nice slow circle. One more time. And a deep inhale. And exhale, if you're ready, feel free to open your eyes. Feel free to take your time. And welcome back. As you are coming back from your meditation, you're in this very relaxed state. Feel free to stay in this moment, in this state for a few minutes, for a few moments while I guide us through the new moon affirmation. For those that are new, this affirmation isn't pre-written, so I'm not able to provide a copy of it in the chat. It'll just come right from this moment and from this energy that we're all collectively tapped into. And so I affirm, my past prepared me to be blessed, and I am nurturing this goodness that lives within me. I nurture it by finding a home inwards. When I'm challenged, when I'm scared, when I'm uncertain, when I feel lost, I slow down and connect with this calmness that is within me. And this is how I nurture this goodness, this high vibration that is moving through my being. I also nurture this goodness by giving it to others, naturally through my full expression, through being myself. I release the overthinking. I release the worrying. I release the idea that I need a plan B and a plan C. I need to hand the keys of my life to someone else who knows better. I am where I need to be, and I am prepared to steer this ship. My life. I am holding the keys because I have been prepared for this. I am prepared for what is in front of me. My past prepared me to be blessed. So may it be. And so it is. Always and forever. Alright, now I'm gonna move my legs because they're falling asleep. That part wasn't part of the affirmation, by the way. But maybe your legs are falling asleep too. You're welcome, everyone. Absolutely. Thank you all. Yeah, these meditations are amazing. No worries about the legs. That's okay. That feeling is actually in my legs is actually a good sign. That little pen and needles feeling. That means I had a good meditation. So what spoke to you the most? Maybe like a couple words to describe how you're feeling and what you pulled from the meditation. Zaina, feeling very calm. Good. That's good to hear. Yep, it means I was very still. I agree. Yeah, my past prepared me to be blessed. It's important. It's an important reminder. I'm going to change up the music. Before I do, if you all want to use this on your own, it's another meditation track for Meditative Mind. That's the title of it right there. Look how many people are on here right now. 333. That's awesome. Okay. So we had, if I remember right, we had the supermoon as our last Global Live meditation. So I had to hop off right after the meditation because I wanted to bring my daughter out so she could see it. But she was sleeping, so she didn't get to. But I recorded a video for her. But I'll stay on for a little bit longer. Anyone has questions or things they want to put in the chat, they'd love the group to answer, or you feel as if I could bring value with an answer of my own, feel free. Also, if you just want to listen to music, I'm going to have some of the music I listen to playing. So feel free to stay on and vibe out with us. If you want to hop off and continue kind of into your evening as an extension of this meditation and just want to relax on your own, feel free to hop off. Thank you so much for joining and being a part of this soul family here at Moon Omens. We do these Global Live meditations every new moon and full moon. So feel free to join us anytime. Oh, and Cesar, I don't think I said my name during this Global Live, but my name's Sean. Lucas is my partner Lucas and I started Moon Omens together. But he does the lives on Instagram with Nina. So every new moon and full moon, Nina and Lucas go live on Instagram. They do more of like an astrology update, energy update, and then I do the global lives, the meditations here on YouTube. If you guys are asking questions, I'll get to them here soon. I'm just getting all set up with music at the moment, so give me a moment, please. Good night, Queen Alpha. Good night, Jacqueline. Thornbirds is asking, hi Sean, what are some good mantras to repeat for new love? If any of you have some good ones, feel free to share it for Thorn. I'm thinking, give me a moment, please. The place of life I'm currently in, I don't find myself using, these type of mantras that I think that you're asking for, because I'm in a coming on, I think 11-year relationship. However, there's definitely mantras that are valuable for kind of a newness, a refreshment of that love, that love that has been a love like I have with my wife that is, ongoing and deepening, and it's about 11 years running. I can provide one of those for you. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I have. There's a few that I say like internally, but they're not really aimed specifically at the person. You know, the person you're like. In my case, my wife. For you, it'd be maybe somebody specifically. It's more aimed inward, with a goal of opening myself up. So I'll say things to my like internally, like, and I'll say like, I'm ready for this. And typically I would say that because I'm not combating, but I'm more responding to this feeling within me. Like maybe it's a nervousness, maybe it's a acknowledgement that things are changing. Hey, things are getting uncomfortable, which is a sign of change. And so I'll say internally, I'm ready for this. May love, may light, may closeness and depth come from this decision. May love be the outcome of this path that I'm on, of this decision that I'm making. Boss life, that's actually something I was thinking about during this meditation. It was like a visual of hosting one for the full moon, maybe the last full moon of the year, or like maybe every full moon. I'm not sure, but it'd be cool for sure to be able to meet up with you all and do these like full moon meditations, new moon meditations in person. Rosie, what is your daughter thinking about the meditation? What is she asking about? It's funny you asked that, because she asked me what I'm doing tonight once I tuck her in, and I told her I was meditating, and she said, what are you meditating about? And I just was talking to her about the new moon, explaining it to her. She was sad that there was going to be no moonlight in the sky tonight. And for those that don't know, my daughter's 5 years old. I have a son as well that's 2 years old, but he's not asking these questions yet. But my daughter was, yeah, she was a little sad about the moonlight, but I was talking to her about how we go through a phase with the moon where there's no light in this, there's no light. However, it's the start of something new. We need to have this darkness to kind of reset us so we can, have light. I was like translating it to more on a spiritual level, but I kept it kind of I was trying to keep it as surface as I could for her. Just telling her how we always have a new moon that builds up to the full moon, and then it goes back to the new moon, and then yeah, she was just following along with it. It was pretty cute, honestly. And with meditation, she finds like she's pretty cute when she does it. She does like the traditional, I don't know if it was a show or a movie or something that she watched, but she like crosses her legs, the crisscross applesauce, puts her fingers like kind of like that where the pointer finger to the thumb, and she does the like the very traditional meditation. I don't know, like I don't meditate typically that way, but it's funny that she picked that up. She'll joke about the meditation and like finding calmness with her brother, because she definitely has that typical brother who wants to just get under her sister's skin. Like that. Oh man, that little boy knows how to get at her. So I think it's funny how she's seeing value in meditation, helping with her little brother. Zaina, I think you're right, because she has seen Lion King. That may be where it's from, actually. Paula, you said that as well, yeah. Delara, no, I don't have a Discord channel. I'm in a couple, but I don't have my own. Yeah, children are amazing. There's so much more I could say on that note, but I wouldn't know where to start without a question directing me. Is it beneficial to be outside for new moons or just full moon? I think it's beneficial to be outside all the time. It's storming outside where I'm at, so that's why I did the meditation inside for the new moon. But just connecting the feet, the bare feet to the grass. You know, it's just being extra dark out there because there's no moon. And just simply feeling, like being, like opening yourself up to feel whatever that present moment has for you. With that intention to connect, you know, and like with whatever's, like just be present. It's powerful, especially outdoors. What playlist is this? I'll show you. Moon Omen's Flow State. I put a bunch of different albums in here. Hey, this one's fitting for the meditation that we just had. Rosie, how many children do you have? And if you don't mind me asking, what are their ages? Well, you have fireflies, Beth? That's awesome. My family and I are going up to Pennsylvania here soon. And there's gonna be fireflies all over there. I remember a few years ago, my daughter was just chasing them around the yard over there. Well, enjoy. That sounds amazing. On your deck. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Rosie. Looks like you got a Virgo on your hands. And is that a Capricorn? I think so. Yeah, Bonnie, my daughter was trying, and I was as well. We were trying to catch them in our hands, just cupping them. She was a lot smaller back then. She was 2 or 3, so she was more just trying, but asking me to help her. This year, she's gonna be quicker than them. Healing Nature Girl, you as well. Have a great night. Thank you for joining. That's good to know, Thorn. I'm pumped for Pennsylvania. Did any of you notice tension this past week, like in general with everyone? Maybe. I noticed it more internally. I actually had some tension get resolved uh, with somebody. Just with a few, I mean, just with a couple of my closest peeps. But I felt some internal tension. So I went out on a nature walk. And that helped a lot. I saw a question above about what my daily practice is. I would say it changes all the time. I don't have like a very disciplined routine. Not saying that I'm not disciplined. However, my daily practice changes based on what I feel as if I need, in that time. Because I'm a big believer in ebbs and flows and cycles we go through and energies that are present. And so I remain pretty light on my feet. And so if I feel called in a time in my life to be out in the woods a lot during that time, I'm at this park near my house going on nature walks all the time. And I like to go to the gym, but if I feel called to be in nature, I'll do more workouts in my backyard. If I feel like I'm stiff, not just physically, but just stiff in my approach and in my thinking, I'll be doing a lot of stretching. I just kind of stay in tuned with myself and how I'm feeling. Set intentions constantly about awareness, about opening myself up to what I need to be aware of, and just kind of go follow that let my intuition, take lead me, if you will. Pokey Lover says, I think keeping calm can be toxic. Allow yourself to be in any state you are in, and it'll fade usually. I can agree with that. I think for me personally, the state of calmness is where I gain the most clarity and understand. I feel like I grow the most. This is where the aha moments come, the realizations, those like points where you gain something that just changes you. Obviously, when you're in a state where it's almost impossible to remain calm, you have to just ride it out. That's where I agree with you. But after that moment, when you were riding it out, I always seek calmness because that's where I am able to properly internalize the situation and not just keep kind of run from what scared me and maybe even suppress it. Yeah, like epiphanies. Exactly, epiphanies. I'll give an example. I would say when I was younger in high school, I used to go to the gym all the time, but I was going to the gym for all the wrong reasons because of the state of mind I was in at that time, right? And so I recently felt inspired to get not like I've been going to the gym, but I haven't really been dedicated. I feel as if I've held myself back from really being dedicated to the gym because of it felt like it was invoking that part of me from like that was alive in me back when I was younger. When I would go to the gym, I felt like it was like I was full on ego back then, and I felt like when I was going to the gym, it was like it was kind of like reawakening that part of me. So I just took that leap of faith and knew that running from the gym, running from that, what I felt like was reawakening my ego, it wasn't helping me grow. I have to grow by going head on. Like you grow in the situation, like you grow in the challenge. Like the mountain is the way. So I just nosedove into going all out, in the gym in a healthy way. But so I felt like that inner tension I was talking about earlier was this like kind of ego I felt like was being reawakened. And so it was hard. I had like some, it was hard to remain calm when some of that was like, I was having some internal battles with it. But when I was going on these nature walks to find that balance between that, you know, the internal turbulence and what I was feeling around being in the gym, when I was on these nature walks, I felt like I was having those epiphanies. I felt like I was, all the things I'm saying now as I'm being introspective about, you know, how I'm feeling. I realized all of that while I was in the woods. So it's not like I could remain calm when I'm feeling like triggered from, you know, with these fears and these things about like, oh, I don't want to become that old version of me. I don't want to bring that back in. What would happen to, you know, my relationships and like all the things, you know, like just imagining an old version of me taking over where I am now, um, and contemplating, should I stop going to the gym? Like, you know, letting those fears do what they do in our minds and plant seeds of doubt. Just going and finding that calmness within me and letting that help my perspective rise above the situation and help me realize like, no, I'm actually transcending that state. And the only way I can do that is by actually traveling through it. So I'm traveling through past fears. I'm traveling through all those feelings that have been suppressed within me in order to heal. And so being out in nature is helping me have those epiphanies, and just slowing down and nurturing this desire within me to create a healthy habit around working out, that not only strengthens my body but strengthens my soul and my emotional self. I hope that makes sense. In a couple minutes here, I'll call the live stream. I'll end it here, but this has been amazing as always. Yeah, I like chit chatting with you, as you guys as well. Like I said last week, I wasn't able to. I'll try to every time, every meditation, if when possible. All right, Danya, I'll look right now and see. Okay, so your first comment, Danya, was, what would you recommend for helping to keep calm during these challenging times? And then your next one was, during the meditation, this came to me. Humanity needs to tap into and tune to the rhythms of Mother Earth. For then we will all be at peace, caring for her the way we want to be cared for. I'll go back up to your question. What would you recommend for helping to keep calm during these challenging times? I want to refer to something that I heard recently, and I think it was in the New Moon article on moonomens.com. Like I said in the beginning of the meditation, one of our astrologers, Lucrezia, wrote it. And one thing that I resonate so much with what was said there, and I think it relates a lot to your question, it's that the archetype of Cancer, specifically with this new moon, is about us finding that home within ourselves. Like, just imagine, like, when you close your eyes, like, what is within you, like your inner realm, like that being your home, like you feeling safe there, like no one's around you, you don't need acceptance or approval, like just you, yourself. It's a safe place. I think in answering your question, I feel called to just say, nourishing that and really feeling like do whatever you need to do to feel like you are a safe place. Feel like you are like you have that calmness, you have that love, like you have everything you need within yourself. And then bringing that into the world. Because without that, because when we look out into the world, when we look outwards, it doesn't feel like a safe place, does it? It doesn't feel like it feels like the opposite sometimes, especially if you turn on the news, open up, the social media, like what we're talking about finding within ourselves, it's not as abundant if you just open up the app or turn on the news. And if that's the place we're right now, like we're always looking, we're always spending our, our energy on, we're gonna feel depleted internally. We're gonna let our outer experience be our inner experience. But we have to reverse the order and go internal first. Because when we find and create that home within ourselves, we'll notice our habits change, like the amount, like what we spend our energy on outside of ourselves, the type of news sources we look at, the communities we spend time in, those will change. They'll be very much aligned with the values of our internal home, what keeps that order and that peace and that calmness alive within us. Yeah, boss life at sea, it's hard to remain calm when you have gunshots happen outside your apartment. Yeah, meditation for sure helps. You're welcome, Adanya, and thank you everyone for tonight, for this meditation. As always, we will be doing these every new moon and full moon. Much love to you all, and talk to you soon. Bye, everyone. Peace.